Hello amigos y amigas, you are listening to the English Made Simple show. This is episode number 160, número 160. Welcome amigos y amigas. Welcome to the English Made Simple show. My name is Milena from EnglishMadeSimple.net, EnglishMadeSimple.net. So yeah, how have you been, guys? How's everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're keeping out of trouble. Hope you had a great weekend. Excellent. Well, I've got some great news to share with you guys. I've got some exciting news for the month of December. I'd like to share the good news first. The good news is that it's month of December and I'm looking at my calendar here for the month of December. I've got a few spaces available in the month of December. If you would like to refresh your English, if you would like to improve your speaking, if you would like to have a conversation with me, have a chat, learn a few new phrases with me, you're welcome to send me a message. Go to EnglishMadeSimple.net, send me a message, and we'll find a space in my calendar and we can connect. And the great news is that you can record and you can save the conversation for later and you can always go back to it and replay it at your own leisure. It's a great way to learn. So today, what are we going to cover today? Let me have a look. In today's show, amigos, I want to teach you more phrases and collocations that are often used by native speakers. Remember, collocations will make you sound more natural when speaking English. If you don't know what a collocation is, just go back to, last episode and the episode before that, and you'll find out what a collocation is. Awesome. Today, I want to teach you collocations to do with the word take. By the way, amigos y amigas, take is an irregular verb and past tense is took, participle taken, just like the movie Taken. I will share some examples in the present and past tenses so you can recognize them when you hear them in real life. Cool. Think that's cool? So let's take a look at the first phrase. Ha! That's your first phrase. Take a look. Let me take a look. Sounds similar to let me have a look. You can use them both. Take a look and have a look. You can use them interchangeably. Now, let's imagine something. Let's imagine you have a sore throat, like your throat is really painful and you need to see a doctor. Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones, he's back. He's your doctor. The doctor will ask you, Carlos, take a seat. Dr. Jones will then proceed to ask you some questions about your sore throat. When the doctor is ready to inspect the throat, he will ask you to open your mouth and say, ah. This will help them take a closer look at your throat. The doctor needs to take a look at your throat to see what could be wrong with it. Yeah, throat is this this part of your body, throat. It can become sore and painful. That's when we go and see a doctor about it. Right, I used doctor as an example. But I wanted to demonstrate a couple of collocations here. So, have you noticed something here? I used two collocations with the word take in this example. Before you even open your mouth, the doctor will ask you first to take a seat. Take a seat. The doctor can also tell you, please have a seat. Take a seat and have a seat can be used interchangeably. You can use either of them. And also, as I mentioned earlier, take a look and have a look can also be used interchangeably. You can use either of them, right? In this scenario, we've just learned two collocations or two phrases. Take a look and take a seat, okay? Let me use another example of take a look. The other day, I had an issue with my phone. I couldn't take a photo. The camera was broken for some reason, probably because I took too many photos at once. So I asked my husband to have a look at it. And my husband said to me, sure, let me take a quick look. So my husband had taken a look at the phone and managed to fix the issue. And just so you know, before I had approached my husband for help, I I went to a shop and asked the shop assistant to take a look. The guy in the shop took a look at the phone but couldn't figure out what the problem was. Right. The past tense of take a look is took a look. Took a look. It rhymes, I know. Okay, I used another phrase here, another word that collocates with the word take. I said I couldn't take a photo with my phone camera. To take a photo. In order for you to sound more natural when speaking in English, you should say take a photo. You shouldn't say make a photo or do a photo. I would imagine you were a tourist once in your life. You traveled somewhere and wanted to take photos of beautiful sceneries and landscapes wherever you went. Or maybe you were approached by a tourist, someone being a tourist in your country. You have probably been asked once before by a tourist something like, "Excuse me, could you please take a photo of me?" Sounds familiar, huh? To take a photo. Remember this one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Take a photo. I want you to go now and take some photos of yourselves. If you take a photo of yourself, that's called a selfie. Okay. Let me see. I said something just before in my example earlier, being at the doctor's. Dr. Jones asked you to take a seat and have a seat. Let me elaborate on this one a bit, okay? Take a seat and have a seat can be used interchangeably. You can choose whichever you want to use, okay? Take a seat or have a seat, they have the same meaning. Okay, what I want to do is elaborate on this one a bit. You have probably heard a variation to this phrase. You probably heard the phrase sit down. 2 words, sit down. In this case, sit is spelled differently. 3 letters. Sit, S-I-T. Sit down. Let me ask you this. Do you have a dog as a pet, maybe? Do you have a dog? Un perro? You would tell a dog, sit, or sit down, sit. The dog will obey the command and sit, okay? But if you were to say to someone like a person, okay, not an animal, but a person, to sit down, it can sometimes come off as arrogant or impolite. It would be considered rude, unless that person really deserved it. Really deserved it. You could be mean to somebody if they really deserved it. But don't do it, okay? I'm here to teach you nice manners. There is an exception here. If you were with your friends, you could get away with saying, sit down, sit down. Let's consider my friend Anna. So Anna broke up with her boyfriend again. I used her as an example before. She broke up with her boyfriend again. This Anna doesn't have much luck with guys, huh? Alright, okay, so she broke up with her boyfriend and she needed to talk with somebody. She wants to see me and chat about her problems. You know how girls are, they like to talk things out, they feel better afterwards. So I say to Anna, sit down Anna, let's have a little chat. What's happening? Tell me everything. What happened? Here in this example, the phrase sit down sounds a lot friendlier. Not friendlier, sounds friendlier, okay? That's a made-up word, friendlier. The phrase sit down sounds a lot friendlier when you are using it with your friends, okay? There is no rule to which phrase you should be using, okay? Have a seat, take a seat, or sit down. You can still use all 3 phrases if you want. If in doubt and if you're not sure which one to use in the moment, just remember to add the word please, okay? Remember, we need to be nice. I'm teaching you nice manners, so please use the word please. That's your magic word, okay? Remember, it is friendlier, not friendlier, friendlier, more friendly to say take a seat than sit down. Take a seat sounds friendlier. And you can make the phrase sit down sound more polite if you add the word please at the start. Like for example, please sit down. But you can also say please have a seat or please take a seat. Let's chat. Great! I hope I didn't confuse you even more, okay? Hope that was clear as mud. Cool bananas. So we have reached the end of today's show. Today you've learned the following phrases: take a seat, have a seat, sit down, take a look, have a look, and take a photo. Now I want you to go out into the real world and practice these expressions and start taking photos of yourselves, okay? You can post them on the Instagram, share it with me. Why not? I'd like to see you guys. Awesome. Remember, amigos y amigas, you can download all episodes of English Made Simple from iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio for Android phones, or if you want, you can download an app called Podcast Republic, and hopefully Spotify soon. I hope they approve my application to feature English Made Simple on Spotify. Fingers and toes crossed for good luck. It can take a couple of months for them to approve it. Great. Let's not forget about YouTube. You can also listen via YouTube. Go to englishmadesimple.net and subscribe to watch on the YouTube channel. Just click on the YouTube icon at the top. Great. Thank you. Thanks again. Thanks for joining me today. You've been an amazing audience as always. Let's keep this conversation going and learn more English, okay? I will be sharing more examples with you very soon. I have more great phrases to teach you. You have been jamming with Milena from English Made Simple. You've been an amazing audience. Let's do this again. Have a great rest of the week. Until next time, hasta la próxima.